The world around you is unpredictable. One moment, everything seems fine. The next, chaos takes over. Bad news, unexpected problems, people letting you down. It feels like you're constantly reacting, struggling to stay in control. But what if there was a way to remain calm, no matter what happens? A way to master your emotions instead of being ruled by them? Over 2,000 years ago, some of the greatest minds in history discovered a powerful philosophy that does exactly that. Stoicism, practiced by warriors, emperors, and thinkers. This philosophy isn't about suppressing emotions. It's about mastering them. It's about learning to navigate life's chaos with clarity, resilience, and purpose. In the next few minutes, you'll unlock the same mindset that kept Marcus Aurelius steady while ruling an empire, helped Seneca find peace in the middle of political turmoil, and allowed Epictetus to rise from slavery to become one of the most respected philosophers of all time. These aren't just ancient ideas. They are battle-tested strategies that can transform your life today. But here's the thing. Every part of this video contains a key principle that could be exactly what you need. Skip ahead, and you might miss the insight that changes everything. Stay with me until the end, and by the time we're finished, you'll have the tools to face any challenge with confidence and clarity. If that sounds like something you need, make sure to like this video, subscribe, and let me know in the comments what resonated with you the most. Now, let's begin. ChatGPT wrote Arista. Stoicism is not just a philosophy. It is a system for mastering your emotions, overcoming challenges, and staying grounded in an unpredictable world. It is built on a simple yet powerful idea. You cannot control everything that happens to you, but you can always control how you respond. In today's world, this principle is more important than ever. Stress, anxiety, and uncertainty are everywhere. Social media constantly demands attention, feeding a cycle of comparison and validation. Unexpected setbacks, personal struggles, and global crises make it feel like control is slipping away. But Stoicism offers a way to break free. It teaches that peace does not come from changing the world around you. It comes from changing the way you think. This philosophy was developed and practiced by some of the greatest minds in history. Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor, led his empire through war and political unrest, yet remained disciplined, calm, and focused. His personal writings, known as Meditations, reveal how he trained his mind to stay strong, no matter the chaos around him. Seneca, a statesman and philosopher, lived through constant political intrigue and personal hardship. He understood that true peace is not found in external circumstances, but in how we choose to interpret and respond to them. His teachings offer practical wisdom on managing stress, controlling emotions, and leading a meaningful life. Epictetus, born into slavery, had no control over his early life, but he refused to let his circumstances define him. He taught that while we cannot control fate, we can control our thoughts, actions, and beliefs. His philosophy is a testament to the power of inner freedom, the idea that true strength comes from within. These three thinkers proved that Stoicism is not about passive acceptance. It is about taking responsibility for your mind, your reactions, and your choices. It is about developing resilience, clarity, and self-discipline. And the best part? It is not just for emperors, philosophers, or scholars. It is for anyone who wants to live with more strength and less stress. Now that you understand what Stoicism is and why it matters, let's take a step further. How can you apply these lessons in your daily life? Let's break it down into simple, actionable steps that you can start using today. The first pillar of Stoicism is the foundation for everything else. Focus only on what you can control. Think about how much energy we waste every single day worrying about things completely out of our hands. The opinions of others, the outcome of situations we can't change, mistakes from the past that keep replaying in our minds. All of these things drain our time, emotions, and mental clarity. But here's the reality. No amount of stress, frustration, or overthinking will change them. Marcus Aurelius, one of the greatest Stoic thinkers, wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this. and you will find strength. This is one of the most important truths of life. Your true power lies in how you respond, not in what happens to you. Let's bring this into the modern world. Imagine you post something on social media. Maybe it's a thought you really believe in, or a picture that represents an important moment in your life. But instead of support, you get negative comments. Or maybe worse, silence. No likes, no engagement. Instantly, you start to question yourself. Was the post bad? Do people not care? Am I not good enough? Now, stop for a second and think. What is actually within your control in this situation? You can control what you post. You can control how genuine you are. But you can't control how people react. Their opinions, their moods, their personal biases, these are all outside of your power. The moment you allow external reactions to dictate how you feel, you give away your peace of mind. This goes far beyond social media. It applies to almost every stressful situation in life. Traffic is terrible, and now you're late. Can you make the cars move faster? No, but you can choose whether you'll sit there in frustration or use that time to listen to something valuable. A colleague or a stranger is rude to you. Can you change their attitude? No, but you can decide whether you'll let their negativity ruin your mood or if you'll move on unaffected. You make a mistake, and now you keep replaying it over and over again. Can you go back in time and fix it? No, but you can control what you learn from it and how you act moving forward. The more you fight against things you cannot change, the more powerless you feel. But the moment you focus only on what is within your control, everything shifts. You stop wasting energy on the uncontrollable and start directing it toward what truly matters: your mindset, your reactions, your growth. So here's what you're going to do today. Take a deep breath and identify 3 things that are currently stressing you out but are completely out of your control. Maybe it's someone's opinion of you. Maybe it's a mistake you made that can't be undone. Maybe it's something in the future that hasn't even happened yet. Whatever they are, acknowledge them and then let them go. Write them down if you need to. Then shift your focus. Ask yourself, what can I control right now? What action, what mindset, what decision is within my power? This one shift alone can change how you experience life. The less you worry about the uncontrollable, the more control you actually gain. The second pillar of Stoicism is a simple but life-changing shift in perspective. Obstacles are not setbacks, they are opportunities. Most people see difficulties as things that get in their way, stopping them from moving forward. They complain, they resist, they wish things were different. But the Stoics had a completely different mindset. They believed that every challenge, every hardship, every so-called failure is actually a path to growth. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." In other words, the very thing that seems to be stopping you is actually presenting you with a new path forward. It's not blocking your progress. It is your progress. Imagine this. You lose your job. Your first reaction is panic, frustration, maybe even anger. The security you had is gone. You start thinking about all the things that could go wrong. But if you step back and shift your perspective, something powerful happens. What if this isn't just an ending, but a beginning? Now, you have time to explore opportunities you never considered. Maybe this is your chance to start the business you always dreamed about. Maybe it's an opportunity to learn new skills, to pivot into a career that excites you, to finally do something that aligns with your true purpose. What seemed like a loss at first might be the exact thing that sets you free. This principle applies to everything. Struggling in a relationship, it's a chance to practice patience, communication, or self-awareness. Facing rejection, it's an opportunity to build resilience, to refine your skills, or to find a better opportunity that you wouldn't have considered otherwise. Even something as small as getting stuck in traffic can be transformed. You can sit there getting frustrated, honking your horn, complaining, or you can use that time to listen to an audiobook, reflect on your goals, or simply practice patience. The traffic hasn't changed, but your experience of it has. The truth is, challenges are inevitable. You will always face setbacks, disappointments, and failures. But what separates those who struggle from those who thrive is the mindset they bring to these moments. You can either see obstacles as things that stop you or as tools that shape you. So here's your action step for today. Think about a challenge you're facing right now. Instead of asking, "Why is this happening to me?" ask, "How can this make me stronger? What lesson can you take from this? What skill can you build because of it? What opportunity is hidden inside this situation that you weren't seeing before?" Once you start seeing life this way, something incredible happens. Nothing can truly hold you back. Every challenge becomes fuel for growth. Every failure becomes part of your success story. The third pillar of Stoicism is the key to long-term success and inner peace: discipline and self-control. Most people spend their lives chasing happiness, but they search for it in the wrong places. They look for shortcuts, instant gratification, and quick fixes. They indulge in distractions, avoiding discomfort and difficult tasks. But true fulfillment, the kind that lasts, doesn't come from giving in to every impulse. It comes from the ability to control yourself, to do what needs to be done, even when you don't feel like it. Epictetus said, "No great thing is created suddenly." This applies to everything in life. Strength, wisdom, success, and happiness are not things you stumble upon by chance. They are built slowly, consistently, through discipline. Now, think about your own life. How often have you made a promise to yourself, whether it's to get in shape, learn a new skill, stop procrastinating, only to break it within days? It's not because you lack motivation. The problem is that motivation is unreliable. It fades. One day, you feel inspired. The next, you don't. If you only take action when you feel motivated, you will never build anything lasting. Discipline is different. Discipline means taking action no matter how you feel. It means showing up even when it's uncomfortable, even when your mind tells you to quit. Look at a modern example. Imagine you want to get healthier. You start with excitement. You set a plan to exercise daily and eat clean. The first few days feel great. Then, cravings kick in. You feel tired. You skip one workout thinking it's just one day. Then another. You tell yourself, "I'll start again next Monday." Before you know it, months have passed and nothing has changed. This pattern isn't just about fitness. It happens with everything. You want to read more, but social media always wins your attention. You want to save money, but you keep making impulse purchases. You want to stay calm under stress, but every time something goes wrong, you react emotionally. The problem is not lack of desire, it's lack of discipline. So how do you break this cycle? The Stoics had a simple answer: small, daily practice. Discipline is not about extreme changes. It's about small actions repeated consistently. The Stoics didn't believe in sudden transformations. They believed in steady progress, choosing a harder but better path, one decision at a time. Here's your challenge for the next week. Pick one small habit to strengthen your discipline. It could be waking up at the same time every day, reading for 10 minutes instead of scrolling through your phone, avoiding junk food for just one meal. Whatever it is, commit to it. No excuses, no negotiations. At first, it will be difficult. Your mind will resist. It will find reasons to delay or quit. But that's exactly why this exercise matters. Each time you push through, you prove to yourself that you are in control. Not your impulses, not your emotions. The goal is not perfection. It's progress. Over time, these small choices build momentum. They shape your habits, your mindset, your life. Because the person who controls their actions controls their future. Now that you understand the power of discipline, let's move to the next Stoic principle. One that will show you how to handle life's unexpected challenges with acceptance and inner peace. The fourth pillar of Stoicism is one of the most powerful ways to find peace. Accept the inevitable. Most frustration, stress, and emotional suffering come from one thing: resisting reality. We wish things were different. We wish people acted a certain way. We wish situations unfolded as we expected. But life doesn't work like that. No matter how much we hope, complain, or resist, some things are simply beyond our control. And the more we fight against them, the more we suffer. Epictetus put it clearly: do not seek for events to happen as you wish, but wish for them to happen as they do, and your life will be serene. This is not about passivity. It is about freedom. the freedom that comes from letting go of unrealistic expectations and learning to work with life instead of against it. Take a simple example. You're stuck in traffic, late for an important meeting. You feel the frustration building. You grip the steering wheel tighter, check the time every few seconds, maybe even honk the horn. But will any of this change the situation? No. The cars won't move faster just because you're upset. What you can control is your reaction. You can choose to sit there, fuming with anger, or you can use the time to listen to an audiobook, reflect on your thoughts, or simply accept the moment as it is. The situation hasn't changed, but your experience of it has. Now imagine something bigger. A sudden change at work, a project gets canceled, an opportunity is lost, or you're given responsibilities you didn't ask for. Your first instinct might be to resist, to get frustrated, to dwell on how unfair it feels. But again, what does that accomplish? Nothing. A Stoic would take a different approach. Instead of wasting energy complaining, they would ask, how can I adapt? What is the best action I can take in this situation? This mindset applies even to personal failures. Everyone makes mistakes. Everyone experiences setbacks. But instead of dwelling on what could have been, instead of replaying past failures in your mind, you can shift your focus. Accept that the past cannot be changed. What matters is what you do next. The key is understanding this. Acceptance is not weakness, it is power. It doesn't mean giving up. It means seeing reality clearly and responding to it in the best way possible. The Stoics understood that life is unpredictable. The only guarantee is that things will not always go as planned. But the moment you stop resisting and start adapting, you become stronger, calmer, and more in control of yourself. Here's your action step for today. When something frustrating happens, pause and take a deep breath. Instead of reacting emotionally, say to yourself, this is out of my control. How can I adapt? At first, this will feel unnatural. Your mind is used to fighting reality. But the more you practice, the more automatic it becomes. And soon, you will notice something incredible. You stop wasting energy on things you can't change, and you start moving forward with clarity and purpose. And that brings us to the next Stoic principle, one that will show you how to go beyond acceptance and cultivate a mindset of gratitude and appreciation for the life you have. The fifth pillar of Stoicism is one of the most transformative habits you can develop, practicing gratitude and daily reflection. The human mind is naturally wired to focus on problems. It looks for what's missing, what went wrong, and what could be better. This instinct once helped our ancestors survive, but in today's world, it often leads to unnecessary stress and negativity. The Stoics understood this, and they developed a simple yet powerful way to counterbalance it: gratitude and self-reflection. Marcus Aurelius, one of history's greatest Stoic thinkers, wrote, "At dawn, when you wake up, remind yourself of the privilege it is to be alive, to breathe, to think, to love." This wasn't just a poetic thought. It was a practice, a way to shift focus from what is lacking to what is already present. Think about how most people wake up. They open their eyes, grab their phones, and immediately flood their minds with notifications, social media, and news, often negative. Or they start thinking about all the problems waiting for them. This sets the tone for the entire day. Stress begins before they even step out of bed. But what if instead you made a small shift? Imagine waking up, and before checking your phone or thinking about tasks, you take a deep breath and remind yourself, I am alive. I have another day, another opportunity, another chance. That simple thought alone can change your mindset. Gratitude is not about ignoring problems. It's not about pretending everything is perfect. It's about training your mind to see both the challenges and the blessings. Because no matter what you are facing, there's always something to be grateful for. Let's look at a modern example. You go through your day, and things don't go as planned. Maybe work was stressful. Maybe someone was rude to you. Maybe you felt overwhelmed. The natural reaction is to dwell on those negative moments, to replay them in your head, to complain. And if you go to bed in that state of mind, it carries into the next day, creating a cycle of stress and frustration. But the Stoics had a practice to break this cycle: daily reflection. Every night, They took time to review their day with a clear and honest mind. They asked themselves, did I live according to my values today? Or did I let emotions control me? What can I improve tomorrow? This wasn't about guilt or self-criticism. It was about learning, about taking ownership of their actions and thoughts. Instead of repeating the same mistakes, they adjusted. Instead of feeling powerless, they took control. Now, here's your action step. Before you go to bed tonight, write down 3 things you are grateful for. They don't have to be big. Maybe it's the fact that you had food today, a kind word from a friend, a moment of peace, the warmth of the sun on your face. At first, this may feel small, but over time, this practice rewires your mind. You start noticing the good more often. You start realizing that even on difficult days, there is something to appreciate. This habit, combined with daily reflection, creates a powerful shift. Instead of reacting blindly to life, you become intentional. You develop awareness. You take control of your mindset. And this is the ultimate goal of Stoicism. Not just to endure life's challenges, but to live with strength, clarity, and a deep sense of purpose. Now that you've learned these 5 key Stoic principles, the real work begins. Stoicism is not just a philosophy to think about. It is a philosophy to practice. Because knowledge alone does not change your life. Action does. Stoicism is not just a philosophy to think about. It is a way of life. It is meant to be practiced every day, in every situation, until it becomes second nature. The key to mastering Stoicism is consistency. The more you apply its principles, the stronger your mindset becomes. Let's walk through what a Stoic day looks like from the moment you wake up to the moment you go to sleep. Morning. Start with gratitude and intention. The way you begin your day sets the tone for everything that follows. Instead of reaching for your phone or immediately thinking about stress and responsibilities, take a moment to practice gratitude. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "At dawn, when you wake up, remind yourself of the privilege it is to be alive, to breathe, to think, to love. Before getting out of bed, recognize the simple fact that you have another day, another opportunity, another chance to live according to your values. Then, set an intention for the day. Ask yourself, what kind of person do I want to be today? How will I respond to challenges? What can I control, and what should I let go of?" This mental exercise takes less than a minute, but it trains your mind to stay focused and intentional. Throughout the day, focus on what you can control. As the day unfolds, obstacles will come. Frustrations, delays, unexpected events. A Stoic does not waste energy on things outside their control. Instead of getting angry at traffic, a delayed response from someone, or a mistake you made, pause and ask yourself, is this within my control? If the answer is no, let it go. If the answer is yes, take action without complaint. Practice emotional discipline. You may encounter difficult people, criticism, or setbacks. The Stoic approach is to remain calm and measured. As Epictetus taught, it's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. Train yourself to observe your emotions instead of being controlled by them. Turn obstacles into opportunities. If something doesn't go as planned, ask yourself, how can this make me stronger? Instead of dwelling on problems, look for lessons and solutions. This mindset shift alone will change the way you experience challenges. Evening, reflect and learn. At the end of the day, the Stoics practice reflection. They review their actions, their thoughts, and their emotions. Seneca recommended asking yourself 3 simple questions. What did I do well today? Where did I let emotions or distractions control me? What can I improve tomorrow? This practice is not about guilt or self-criticism. It is about learning. Every day is an opportunity to grow, to adjust, and to become a better version of yourself. Dike extras for Stoic mastery. Use reminders. Write Stoic principles on a sticky note. Set a phone wallpaper with a quote, or keep a journal. Repetition strengthens the mindset. Practice small challenges. Test your discipline by delaying gratification. Skip unnecessary indulgences to prove to yourself that you control your desires, not the other way around. Expect discomfort. Life will always be unpredictable. If you train yourself to remain calm under small challenges, you will be prepared for bigger ones. The power of repetition. The key to Stoicism is daily practice. You will not master in one day, 1 week, or 1 month. But the more you apply these principles, the stronger you become. Each small action, choosing to stay calm, letting go of what you cannot control, embracing discomfort, builds resilience, clarity, and inner strength. Now, take what you've learned and put it into action, because true wisdom is not in knowing, it is in doing. Stoicism is more than just a philosophy. It is a way of thinking that gives you control over your mind, your emotions, and your life. It teaches you that while you cannot control everything that happens, you can always control how you respond. And that changes everything. By applying Stoic principles, you become stronger, calmer, and more resilient. You stop wasting energy on things outside your control. You learn to see obstacles as opportunities. You develop the discipline to stay focused on what truly matters. You replace frustration with acceptance and gratitude. And most importantly, you take ownership of your own thoughts and actions. Now, it's your turn to apply this wisdom. Which of the Stoic principles impacted you the most? Was it focusing only on what you can control, turning obstacles into opportunities, practicing discipline, accepting the inevitable, or ending your day with gratitude and reflection? Leave a comment and share which one you will start applying today. And if you want to take this mindset even further, watch the next video, How to Stop Worrying About What Others Think, a Stoic Approach. Click now and continue strengthening your Stoic mindset, because the more you practice, the stronger you become.